But once again, similar to how for TSM, you can't rule out the Wardell factor. Just like that, you can't rule out the Tens factor either. He finds a 4K in a round, but TSM Wardell already finding an early pick. Has to be good news for TSM. Tens now going to sit out. TSM likely on the precipice of winning another round.
Oh my gosh, Wardell already with 4 with the operator as he has single-handedly taken apart Cloud9.
If you bad, too stylish, hey, she too fly, made me lose balance.
Additionally, as the IGL, he does a lot of the dirty work for Cloud9, so
wow,
it's a good start for him, but man, TSM, they're just so good. Sub Rosa with an important opening pick there.
Great support there. Hayes was starting to get run down, but the fact that TSM were able to hold off that push through the entry point there. Tens and Wardell consistently playing the vertical matchups, getting as high as possible in Valorant and finding success with it as well. Tens was standing there on that breakable ledge with the panels there that you can obviously destroy and shoot through. So for TSM, they find an early pick. They may be looking at another one here as Shinobi's about to get caught with the support there from Sabrosa. Almost sprays him down, but he's going to manage to escape. And now Cloud9 setting up this A side push with a little bit more of a passive setup here from TSM as they're watching the defender spawn like a hawk.
Yeah, I love how aggressive TSM played that. They claimed that area of the map. They claimed room, and once again, forces Cloud9 into different situations, into different places. They aren't allowed to be as flexible with where they take the spike as they would like. Now, once again, we find ourselves in a situation where there are only 30 seconds left. Cloud9 still not gotten the spike down. They've got to bust the move. Wardell is able to take care of Tens. Jet on Jet in favor of Wardell. This time Cloud9 is just down to 2 members left as TSM continue to look to hunt down the members of Cloud9. The spike is over on B, but there's the Hunter Fury. He's able to take care of one, but Wardell once again leaves Cloud9 in shambles. The spike's gonna go down. Oh my gosh, the health bar of Wardell goes down as well, but Drone, excuse me, trades it out. The spike's gonna be defused. TSM closed the gap.
The rounds alive here for Cloud9. TSM on an eco. We've definitely seen some thrifty rounds today and definitely in the open qualifier as well. I don't think TSM are going to be any slouches. This is still going to be a hard-fought victory here for Cloud9. The weapons can still be heavy in the hands of TSM. We're seeing that exact fact. Sabrosa with the Sheriff. Wardell has popped the Blade Storm, so this has to be a good round here for Cloud9. As they push in, Drone, we're going to find another. Hayes with the third. As I said it, Cloud9 are falling apart on the eco, down to 2 final members, Mitch and Tens. We'll see how they can get the job done. The spike's still not planted, 50 seconds left on the clock.
If TSM is able to pull this off, this will be a response. Because Cloud9's thrifty when that time, a couple of rounds ago, and that's exactly what they do. The blades out of Wardell slice and dice Cloud9 to pieces.
TSM are sitting a little bit prettier, sitting a little bit better, but considering we've got 3 rounds left, how many gun rounds can Cloud9 pull out? On the opposite side, how many gun rounds can TSM pull out? We'll have to answer that question later, as Wardell's like, you're going to have nothing to do this round. We're going to get the ult orb, we're going to take out 2 of your members, and we're going to look incredibly amazing doing it as well.
What an aggressive look at a TSM. We haven't seen something quite like that yet, Tsm, where they just fully invest and rush aggressively into a site, and it pays off. Cloud9, again, with not a ton of guns to work with,
Enemy kill.
find themselves down as far as personnel goes. They do still have the Blade Storm, they do still have the Showstopper, but, well, now the Blade Storm's out of commission. They have that ultimate, but surely you don't want to use it in a situation like this.
See what they end up picking up. Hayes is going to be the first contact point here for TSM, but he's just holding on, trying to survive. There's a lot of flashes on the side. Frenzy going to do some damage on Hayes, but it's just down to Relics.
Again, the round to close out the half. Cloud9 has shown to be formidable on the attacking side, as it looks like they're going to try to work their way over onto A. There's the lockdown. We saw this play before, Tsm. Can they get onto the site? Can they create enough room with the ultimate and with the guns they have at their disposal to get the spike down?
Oh, Tens is going to push in aggressively. The door gets closed. I find that very interesting from TSM, willing to play the retake, and boy, will they. Look at the TSM players starting to zero in on the position. They're coming from the catwalk, they're coming from A main, they're coming from all possible angles. The spike's been planted, so TSM need to hurry up. They can't stall this push any longer. They need to get back in onto the site. As Sabrosa takes down the door, doesn't have enough bullets to transfer. Tens is ready and waiting for him. And now it's down to 3 players here for TSM. Cloud9 are more than comfortable with dying on the site here, as this is the last round regulation. There's no weapons to save. There's nothing to be left. It all goes down to this half. Relic's going to shoot in that showstopper. Can't find anybody. They're preparing now for the push. Drone's going to find one. Drone's going to find two. It's looking great. Mid's going to find a second. Wardell's up above, and they clutch things out. They turn it all the way back around. TSM tie us up 6-6. This is a map that both teams are potent on, so it's not something that I think. I mean, either team was going to come out swinging on this map, and it just looks like Cloud9 were the team that swung a little harder on the set. Of course, Bind will be coming up next. Already Wardell out of commission. He'll have to sit the rest of the round out, as will Sabrosa. Down to the 3v4 as Cutler now puts himself in a position with the rest of his team to play in the back of the site. 103 now here for Cutler. He's looking to try to tag up a couple of members. Maybe he sees someone on the opposite side. Oh, he's going to find one right onto Vice. That might be the ticket here, as now they start to come through. Hayes has to back away. A lot of injured members here for TSM. One shot, and they're going to be as good as gone. Now the push-in comes in for Cloud9. Paranoia. Hayes, unfortunately, can't see a darn thing, as 10 will be able to send him down to the graveyard. Cutler in a 1v2, or should we call him the Clutchler? Unfortunately, this time we will not. Cloud9 wraps up map number 1 with a neat little bow.
A convincing win from the boys over in Cloud9. TSM, they showed moments of brilliance. They showed a couple of instances in why they're considered one of the best teams, arguably the best team in North America, but they come up a little bit short. Cloud9 just gave them everything that they could handle, and TSM, there were a couple of instances in which they just had no response. Looking like they're going to want to play towards a short. They've waited. Looks like, yep, this one's going to be hot and heavy, but Tens. Oh, Tens is able to mow them down, looking for a third, not able to get it, as Sabrosa with the Guardian makes it sing. Wardell's able to get one as well, as Cloud9 are just down to 3 members left, but Vice picks Sabrosa apart before he even gets a chance to get onto the site. TSM down to 2.
Yeah, the shock dart will do a little bit of chip damage, as they're just trying to free fire, and Cutler with the Sheriff. It's traded back from Mitch, but now the Wardell factor is in play. He's going to find that one early onto Mitch, down to the 1v1. Wardell up against Relics. Wardell going to play the patient game, as is Relics. 30 seconds left on the clock. If Wardell opts in to go towards that B site through the portal, there is a turret, and there is an alarm bot waiting for him, but he is going to look for the frag instead. Relic's waiting with the angle, but they just see each other like ships passing in the night. But now it's daytime, and there's 14 seconds left to plant. Wardell sprints on over towards the site. He's going to be stopped here by the alarm bot, by the turret, but he's just going to dash on through, looking to get that spike planted.
Oh, wow.
Relic's now in position. He gets it down with 2 seconds left on the clock. The flash comes through, but Wardell does not get flashed. 74 HP. The dream, as now comes the nightmare. It's Wardell. Scary sights for Relics, as Wardell will clutch the round.
Relics is able to flash out Drone. Drone's going to have to back up a little bit, but still holding that tight angle with the Bulldog. He got spotted one, not going to land, and he's getting pushed back yet again. He's already been tagged out considerably.
Uh-oh. Drone, run! Drone, run! He gets out alive. Wardell will be able to send some parting shots. No beat, but that spike still needs to get planted. Vice looking to do the dirty work there. Wardell has already had a phenomenal performance with the Bulldog, letting it off the leash. Hayes, Spectre, not looking like a great round here for Cloud9, as it's a flawless one for TSM. They'll tie us up 7-7. And now we have evened things out. Cloud9 will be on the gun round, the round to follow. But once again, similar to how for TSM, you can't rule out the Wardell factor. Just like that, you can't rule out the Tens factor either. He finds a 4K in a round, but TSM Wardell already finding an early pick. Has to be good news for TSM. Tens now going to sit out. TSM likely on the precipice of winning another round.
Oh my gosh, Wardell already with 4 with the operator, as he has single-handedly taken apart Cloud9.
Cloud9 at map and series point. TSM op back in hand. Tens got the op as well. And after this, the economy doesn't matter. If you're new to the overtime rules, the economy will sit at 5,000 every single round. The ult points will be at half, but let's put that on pause. We're seeing the involvement from Wardell. He inches ever so close in the showers, but he's gonna have to wash that one off as Tens will take him down.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9 have defeated TSM the last 2 best-of-3s that they've played, and so far, they have the lead. They're 1 round away from doing it yet again. TSM down a member. They do have the neural theft, which is huge if he's able to get a body, but Relic spots one, tries to tag him up. Sabrosa was able to get away, but certainly a bit worse for Ware. The spike from Cloud9 has not made it onto the site yet, as it looks like they're thinking twice about it. They're starting to rotate out of showers.
Drone and Sabrosa, especially as the rounds have started to lay on, have been playing this lamp side together. Normally it has been Wardell and Sabrosa, while Drone having more of a focus towards the B site. TSM have been very comfortable in the late round theatrics on the A side. As we've seen, Cloud9 have just barely ever been able to make it on the A side, but this is going to be one of those
30 seconds
times.
left.
If Drone and Sabrosa can hold the line here, TSM can bring us to OT.
Hayes taking a look. It's a Guardian, Sentinel over that A short area. As it looks like that's exactly where TSM goes. And oh my gosh, the CC was huge. Sabrosa with a 3-piece mows apart Cloud9. Ladies and gentlemen, this looks all but inevitable. Cloud9 doesn't have the spike. They don't have any control over it. Are you not entertained? We're going to overtime.
That was, I'm like speechless. Like, Cloud9 have had these big brain plays.
Switching sides.
And then they 5-stack through A short. I'm just very confused. I'm just very confused, Cloud9. If I could get a DM from the coach, from the strategic coach, somebody tell me what on earth that was.
Triple overtime between these 2 heavyweight squads. And neither of them show any willingness to back down. Wardell goes aggressive. Wardell takes out Relics, but Tens responds with an operator of his own. Last time it was Wardell who rolled the die, but this time it's Tens who's able to make it sing. Vice gets one as well. TSM just down to 3 members left. Shinobi does it, but Wardell is able to take care of business as Sabrosa joins in on the party. A straight up 2v2, ladies and gentlemen, but Wardell drops Cloud9 just down to 1, and it's Mitch.
Wardell is injured. Sabrosa looking a little better. Mitch going to be coming in from that heaven side, and that's exactly where the attention is focused on. Wardell about to peek, sees the ponytail there. A couple of sprays. The tailwind will get him to safety. They hop over towards the B side. There is a nano swarm there. He can activate it from range, and an alarm bot as well. They'll be able to take care of it. Now they can't really plant the spike. They'll at least be able to get it into a decent position.
Left.
Now Mitch is forced into the 1v2. It's a one-way smoke, so he's not really interested in pushing that. Wardell very injured. If Mitch can just spray correctly through a piece of cardboard, he's going to find himself at least 1 pick, but Wardell plays it passive in the hookah chain there as he sits. As Sabrosa will be working his way through the elbow, but still has to touch his knees and toes to find the frags he needs. Mitch now going to be looking for the defuse, playing it slow, looking for picks. Can't find anybody. Wardell about to peek the hookah, but does not get spotted. Now as he tries to jump out, shot's going to be good. Down to the 1v1. Sabrosa behind the tuna can, but they just barely pass each other. Now Mitch is just trying to stick to defuse. Thinks that Sabrosa is playing towards the long side. He is not. The elbow flank works out.
Switching sides.
Once again, TSM looking at map point. I just want map 3. That's all I want. I think that's what everyone else wants. Yeah, this bind map has to come to an end eventually, but I just want TSM to win so we could see what map 3 looks like. Come on. This series, this map in particular, has to be a convincing factor for wanting that 3rd map, and Cloud9, they don't. They don't want it. And now as the paranoia comes, holds the line, he's able to spray down 1/10, taken down to injured levels. Now as they start to come through, Sabrosa will be stopped. Now Cutler pushes forward, that spike down, and it's a 3v3 remaining now with Cloud9 up against TSM.
Vice is able to pick up the spike and start to rotate over. Oh, Wardell is waiting for Tens with open arms and an operator to take care of him. Cloud9 just down to 2 members left once again to try to keep this map alive, to try to take care of TSM and 2-0 them. But TSM once again with the numbers advantage. 30 seconds left. Cloud9 trying to work their way up A short. There's the cage. It's going to give away all of their positioning. It looked like Mitch was able to get through into U-Haul, and they're going to take the telly out. Hayes is still there, however.
Doesn't matter. Wardell's not there. That's all that matters for Cloud9. They don't want Wardell to be a part of that conversation. Now Hayes sprays. Hayes finds his mark. And TSM stay alive. Cloud9 have been looking very strong on Ascent, very strong on Split. One of those maps has to be banned in series to come against them. Wardell finds an early pick onto Shinobi. The paint shells are definitely going to cause a little bit of a problem, but the toxic screen is going to cause an even bigger problem for Relics as he can't land the showstopper. It does connect and injure a couple of members, but not enough to find the pick. The 4v5. TSM with a man advantage lockdown as well here for Cutler. Sabrosa will catch Relics with his open arms. A 5v3 with Cloud9 up against the ropes. The opportunity here for the 9-3 as Tense will heal up. And now the retake here for Cloud9 pushing back into this A site.
Toxin screen down.
Hayes is still alive, so you have to keep all of that utility in mind. Wardell once again, who will guard the Guardians as he does it again. Tens is going to use that Empress as you hear the Rolling Thunder has been used as well. Tens, the last one in a 1v4, is able to get one, going to get flashed up, and he's going to get taken out. TSM put up another round on the board.
The next gun round that comes in for Cloud9, if they're able to bring it to match point and series point, it's going to be a little scary here for TSM. So they have to make sure that they lay on the hurt this time and they don't lose any weapons. That's probably key. And it already starts off quite well. They might lose one here, but Sabrosa survives.
Somehow survives and somehow doesn't get a kill. I thought for sure Relics was going to get it. There's the 2. He is able to get 1.
30 seconds left.
Wardell swings. Wardell not able to land the shots. He's going to opt for the classic. Backs off as he reloads. He's going to go aggressive onto Relics. He's able to take him out. Vice leads with the Sheriff. Wardell gets the best of him. A 3K for him.